Hi, my name's Jack, and I'm here with ESFI World, and here with me I have Joshua Clutch Gray, and we're going to just talk about a little bit about him. He's kind of a little bit more unknown within the scene, so just going to take the chance to get to know him. So this is your second interview, or second event as MLG talent. Can you talk to me about your gaming, esports, and educational background a little bit?
Gaming, esports, and educational background. Okay, gaming background. Since I was a little kid, grew up playing Nintendo, played a lot of different games, moved on into PS2, and then when really the internet scene started to hit on the computer, started to hit Counter-Strike and Brood War, and right now involved in pretty much all the main titles that come out, but StarCraft 2 is definitely one of the games that I continue to play. And within this generation, I mean, so many of us have grown up with video games, so it's been part of my childhood and part of my adulthood now. As far as education, I currently go to Old Dominion University in my last year. I'm studying acting and hopefully get my BFA in acting in May. And as far as esports, I followed esports for a bit, mainly with knowing Boxer, with Brood War and the Brood War scene, but really into the StarCraft 2 scene, and a little bit of Counter-Strike. I have seen some stuff, but mostly StarCraft. So.
So when did you start working at MLG, and in what capacity, and how did you find yourself within the role at MLG circuit events?
Well, the first MLG event I ever attended was the one in Raleigh in 2010. It was the first StarCraft 2 tournament in the United States, at least a major one. And it was a lot of fun. My buddy Wigan competed, so I went down there to support him. Met MLG Lee, met MLG Single Coil. MLG Single Coil is the director for the StarCraft Red stream. And I met some good contacts, and after that asked if they needed any help. They asked if I could be a cameraman. I said sure, and was a cameraman for the 2010 season, then worked up to a production assistant for the 2011 season. And when they saw that there was kind of a lull between matches, and I had voiced that yes, I have some on-camera experience, it was proposed that I could do some interviews, and from there everybody's seen me on camera, and it's been a blast so far.
So over the weekend, you've had a lot of great feedback from the community via Reddit. I'm sure Twitter is blowing up as well. What's your response to the feedback, and what do you think you need to work on in upcoming events?
First of all, the feedback is fantastic. The internet really is a refiner's fire, because anybody can post there, and the support that has been there has been fantastic. And I just want to thank everybody that supported me so far, and I also thank everybody that's given me constructive criticism. Obviously, I'm not perfect. I do make a couple mistakes, and some things I need to work on is to slow down sometimes when I'm talking, because my mind is racing 1,000 miles a minute sometimes with different questions and things that I'm sure people would love to ask. But with our time frame and knowing that people want to see the next match and these players have other matches to go to, I want to try to ask the most important questions up front. So I think I need to work on maybe having some more variety of questions, but still making them solid and the types of questions that people would love to ask their favorite players.
So a lot of the on-air personalities in esports typically fall, or especially StarCraft, typically fall into one or two of two categories. One, known community members, or two, hot female model. You don't really fit into either category, and the community is definitely taking notice. Do you notice this different or feel any added pressure, and what is your reaction to the not a dumb hot chick response to all your interviews?
Well, I think In Control said I did a good job on State of the Game after MLG Orlando, but he suggested that maybe I could wear a nice pair of high heels to kind of maybe change that up. You know, honestly, with the large male demographic, it's very enjoyable to watch a very pretty girl up there asking questions, but then you lose kind of the realisticness of it. With this girl doesn't play the game, or she doesn't know enough. With me, obviously I'm not a hot female, but I really appreciate the game. I love esports. I love StarCraft. I love StarCraft 2. It's a fantastic game. I was praising it ever since it came out. And so hopefully with that knowledge, I can build a bit of a foundation along with my acting training and being personable and being realistic up there, that I actually am nervous when I'm talking to these players, because these guys are legends, and working through that instead of just another paid good-looking person to talk to random people I don't know who they are. So to me, it means a lot to have somebody that's passionate about what they're doing, and I think it really shows no matter what it is, be it esports, be it movies, be it TV. If they have knowledge about it, and if they're passionate about it, it'll really show on camera.
So you've said that you're a StarCraft 2 fan, but what have you been doing to prepare for your role as the MLG official kind of StarCraft 2 on-air talent?
Well, to prepare, there are so many incredible players out here and so much action and drama that happens over the GSL that sometimes it's hard to follow because it's in a different time zone. And so trying to catch up on that is a little bit difficult with school, with MLG, with the Global Invitational. There's so much going on, and even looking at other tournaments and how well those players are performing. But honestly, it's to know 3 or 4 key facts about each of the players or the main players, and to keep an open mind about upcoming talent, and to make sure that people know about the player pit down here and about the open bracket and how there are some dramatic matches that happen that aren't casted on the main stage or on the blue stage or on the blue stream as well. That's why we added the beta stream. That's why we try to show off these other matches, these other players. And so for my preparation, it's just knowing certain key facts about the different players. Obviously, I know about the game and the races, and hopefully be able to articulate that in plain enough English for our translators, for our Korean players. So
this one's kind of a 3-part question. 1, what's your favorite game on the MLG Pro Circuit? 2, which of the games are you best at? And 3, what video games in general are you playing at the moment?
My favorite game on the MLG Pro Circuit is StarCraft 2, surprise, surprise, most definitely. I do appreciate Halo and Call of Duty. I have played those games as well, but I think that the individualism within StarCraft 2 and the hype and the drama and the amount of skill it takes to play this game is above the other 2 games we have in the Pro Circuit. It's just the nature of an RTS compared to shooters, in my opinion. Games I'm good at, I'm okay at StarCraft 2. I need to get better. But as to time, I mean, these players play for 8 hours a day or more to get where they're at, and I don't have that kind of time. But StarCraft 2, I can hold my own. But I really enjoy first-person shooters. I really enjoy Battlefield 3. I enjoy flying jets in that game. And I really enjoy a lot of single-player games as well. And so I love trying to get a lot of achievements in that. I really enjoy the stories. So some of the games I've been playing is Battlefield 3, Modern Warfare 3, Skyrim. Skyward Sword comes out tomorrow, which I'll probably be playing that when I get home after this MLG Finals event. I've also been playing Gears of War 3, and there's a couple indie games I'd like to check out too on Steam. I think Steam's a great source and distribution system for a lot of these great games. So there's so much that's come out this fall, it's hard to keep up. But StarCraft 2 is always installed on my PC, and I try to get at least a couple matches in, if not per day, at least per week.
So the MLG StarCraft 2 team is made up of incredible community icons, from Artosis to DJ Wheat. What's it like becoming part of this team, and what's the chemistry like since you've joined?
I remember when I first started working at MLG as a cameraman, I thought, how cool would it be if I got to cast StarCraft 2, or how cool would it be if I got to interview these players? And honestly, through a lot of hard work and seeing the incredible hard work these casters put into their job, not just here at the tournament, but outside, I'm sure they do research, and they're so involved in these online tournaments and other tournaments that they know these players, they know the game, they know the strategies, they know the build orders, and really appreciating that and seeing the different personalities come out of them. It was just a dream of mine, even though I was backstage or behind the camera, to just get to know them and to watch the spectacle of their amazing casting. Now that I got to share the main stage with them during the final ceremony when Huck won, I'm working with them, going back and forth between floor reporting or working with them behind the scenes to make sure everything is good to go. It's a dream come true, and they've been very welcoming. They will come up to me and say I'm doing a great job, and not to be corny, but almost melts my heart. I'm like, to have Tasteless and Artosis come to like, man, that was a great job, good job. The Reddit loves you. I'm like, oh, this is a dream come true. So they've been very welcome and very nice to me, and but I think they recognize hard work, and they recognize hard work not just myself as talent, but with our technical guys, with the production staff, and it's the entire team that makes it work, and everything gels together.
So you're also the host and creator of MLG TV Shifting Gears. With the esports talk show market kind of pretty saturated at the moment, what made you to start what made you decide to start the show, and what makes it stand out from similar shows? Also, for those of you, or for the people who haven't seen it, can you give a quick summary of what the show is about, maybe when it airs and that kind of thing?
Okay. Well, Shifting Gears airs every Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern on MLG.TV. I had worked with Mark Turner, our director, for a while as a cameraman and then a production assistant. And I had an idea that I would love to host a show because I like talking to people and I like being in front of the camera. And I felt that I could add something to the website and to our .TV program. And I came up with Shifting Gears kind of as just a working title because Clutch, Shifting Gears, I kind of fit together. And I had a lot of support from some of the refs and one of the writers here from MLG. One of the refs is my buddy MLG Wiggin, and then MLG Omerta, who have been constant guests on my show. And I decided that I wanted to talk about games outside of StarCraft 2 along with StarCraft 2, because state of the game, you know, that's StarCraft 2. If you want to get your StarCraft 2 knowledge, you go there, and now they have the StarCraft 2 report on MLG.TV, so that kind of market on MLG was already saturated. I wanted to kind of explore other games that were coming out, other esports titles that were coming out, and definitely get excited about Diablo 3, which I'm totally vamped up for. I mean, I'm so excited for that title coming out. I've really enjoyed the show so far. There's definitely some progression that's happened within it, and it definitely has room for improvement. But I had Kenneget and Sheth on the show last Friday, and it was a blast to have them on. And so if anybody would like to watch the episodes, they're on the MLG.TV website. The VODs will be posted, and stay tuned for more incredible guests to come on the show throughout the rest of the year and on to 2012.
So with it being the national championships and the 2011 season coming to a close, can you touch on your plans for the 2012 circuit season and your relationship with MLG going forward?
When it comes to 2012, MLG is really centered on the player experience and the fan experience. We want to make the best tournament for the players to attend and the best tournament for the fans to attend to watch their favorite players in action, either online or in person. I love being here. It's a dream come true being here, and I'd love to continue to stay involved into the 2012 season. As far as my capacity, I like being in front of the camera, and I like talking to the different players and doing interviews, and I love hosting my show. So hopefully that'll be further expanded, but we'll see. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of new things coming down the pipeline that will be revealed later on, but it's in my personal plans to be with MLG in 2012. So.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Do you have any shout-outs or any last words?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Clutch08. Tune into Shifting Gears every Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern on MLG.TV. And thanks to everybody for all their wonderful support. I know people say this a lot, but it really does make a difference. Because when I went out there for the first time, I didn't expect Reddit to love me. I didn't expect people to be posting, I love this guy is amazing. So thanks to everybody for their support, and continue to support MLG and esports.